I'll be showing you how to get Xiahou Dun's level 10 weapon, which is a pretty easy task, but first and foremost, what you want to do is check to see that if you are in hard difficulty, because that's where you need to be. Also, it's vital that the character you're unlocking the level 10 weapon for has their level 9 weapon, and that's, well, their ultimate weapon maxed out. Because there have been many times where I thought that my characters had level 9 weapons, so went after the level 10 weapon only to realize that they didn't. That can be a very frustrating experience, let me tell you. So we're going to go to the Shu province. Need to be the Battle of Xiapi and Cao Cao's forces. And Xiahou Dun. Bodyguards can be your best friend, especially on hard mode. Check in. Okay, the first thing we need to do is trigger the cutscene where Xiahou Dun gets his eye shot out. Then we're going to go from there. Now, in terms of this weapon, I'd give it about a level 3 or 4 in terms of difficulty, because it's not really that difficult, but
must die today.
You know, it's Lu Bu.
Lu Bu has tightly shut his gates. First, we must eliminate any enemies that come charging out.
Go down here to trigger the cutscene. And there it is. Alright, now we gotta get rid of the officers that are outside. Zhang Ba is at the northeast. Zhang Liao will also appear. I'm gonna take care of Zhang Ba first. Just because he's easier and I don't want him. He's a little bit too close to my main commander for comfort. You can do these with a friend, but it's imperative, use that word again, that you kill the officers and you trigger the cutscenes as the person unlocking the weapon, because if you don't, that will screw you up and you have to do it over again, and just, it's frustrating to have to do things over again. Thankfully, this one isn't that difficult, so I wouldn't be too mad about this one. Oh, why not? A bad history of YouTube and duels, so we'll see what this happens with this one. How about that? Redeemed myself a little bit with that one. Alright, now with those two out of the way, we can start targeting the other 3 officers. That'll be at the southeast, southwest, and the west side of the castle. They will surrender one by one when you get their health down to about 3/4.
I no longer have reason to serve Lord Lu Bu, but is Cao Cao worthy of my allegiance, perhaps?
I can no longer serve an animal who only thinks of war.
There's 2.
Share the same path as Lu Bu any longer. The enemy outnumbers us vastly.
Okay. Do not go after the enemy carriage, because if you do, Lu Bu and Diao Chan will retreat, which screws up your plans completely. Because you need to kill Diao Chan in order to infuriate Lu Bu.
Lu Bu intends to ally with one ship. We cannot allow this to happen.
No, he surrenders.
Serving Lu Bu is no longer in my interests.
Okay. So now what we have to do is wait for the carriage to get to the, oops, sorry, get to the enemy stronghold at the northwest and allow Lu Bu to retreat back into his castle. I'm gonna go over here because Diao Chan is gonna be my first target. Now the remaining officer that's inside the castle, aside from Diao Chan, will also surrender.
Defend the castle until reinforcements arrive.
Okay, that's great, because this is going to prevent him from retreating. I'm just gonna do some stuff to pass time here. Oh, we can't do that yet. Let's wait for that cutscene. There it is.
There is a stream going through the castle.
That really won't affect you, especially if you have the red hair harness.
Our movements.
I'm gonna get his last officer to surrender. Okay, now Lu Bu's a little bit close to Diao Chan, so I'm actually gonna go down here and go around, because I don't want him to interfere with my battle with him.
Use boulders to dam the stream going through the castle.
Am I strong enough?
As you can see, the benefit to having a built-up character is that you can kind of whittle officers down for health. Okay, now Lu Bu's pissed.
Not a hair of yours will be left in this world! I've taken out an officer!
This shouldn't be that difficult of a battle.
Not fall behind. Stay out of my way if you want to live.
I don't really have much of a choice. I gotta get there. It's gonna help you in the long run as many officers as you can get rid of. Or, excuse me, as many of his sentries, because all they do is just crap out of you and they break your combos when you're trying to pick away at Lu Bu's HP. And when they knock you down, they give some opportunities to refill his health, but it seems like I'm doing okay here. I was afraid he was going to do that. No, that's not too bad. Usually when it hits you in the back, it takes off more HP than that. Bingo! Wasn't too bad. Okie dokie, and there is Xiahou Dun's wicked-looking level 10 weapon. And that's all there is to it. Thankfully, that's one of the easiest ones. Do not forget to save, because you don't want to do that again, even though it was relatively simple. And if you have any questions, always feel free to comment on my video.